Insulation chain. Stay.
You're not going anywhere. Blow them all up. No! No! La la la.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Leave it to me!
Defensive mode engaged.
Stay back!
You're my target.
Devouring claw!
Installation chamber deployed. Annihilation mode.
Hand it over! Smash and grab!
The abyss is burning shadow!
Blazing delight! Boom! Boom!
Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Ad Astra Abyssos.
Here to play with me, honey.
Cleanup sequence.
Watch out! Hey! You!
You're my target! Spider stick! The magic dumpy Bring this body. La la la. Let me amuse myself. Da da da. La la la.
Cleanse you.
Up to the freezer! Leave this place. Can't hide the truth.
Salvation belongs to the abyss.
Genshin to song.
A dash of frost!
By the frost moon hold. Receive my blessing. It all adds up.
Your salvation.
The mystery unravels. It all falls into place. Can't hide the truth. The sands of time got me.
Let the world come!
Off to the freezer. A burst of flavor.
Your torment has left. All shall return.
A little amuse-bouche. It all adds up.
Salvation belongs to the abyss.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
A dash of frosting!
Show no the taste isn't right. Branch into song. The deception ends here.
Your
It
salvation
all adds up.
grows redemption.
Can't hide the I saw this coming. cautiously.
Not astray.
A little amuse-bouche. It all adds up.
Receives thy blessing.
A few tomatoes. Can't hide low. The sands of time got me.
Strike a pose!
By the frostmoon of old.
Yeah!
Fight your salvation.
Goose on the loose!
The unholy draw. One more sin
Off to the freezer!
on your soul.
For the everlasting
Sin
souls.
be washed away. Repent of your sin. All shall return.
Do you want to come fish blasting with me? I'll get... Grounded for a whole day, but it's... Protocol? Protocol, where are you?
Some say the god of fate calls the outcome of every dice roll before it's even made. And that's why the secret to winning a lot of games is having that god on your side.
Your luck is amazing, Kaya.
Your turn. Give it another shot.
Fear not, O Crimson Dragonborn, for I, the Princess of Ertalang, have bestowed upon you the benediction of the midnight hour, and with it you shall surely smite this usurper.
Mein Fräulein means to say she's rooting for you in secret. Oh, and that you must, at all cost, defeat the one who snatched her limited edition card back.
I'm not too sure if that counts as good luck or bad.
Tis not but the perfidious machinations of fate.
Hey, everyone! Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon, you're back!
It's good to see you, Honorary Knight. Mein Fräulein is quite invested in the outcome of this match, so please allow me to extend greetings on her behalf.
Of course. But if you're out playing cards, how come you're not over at the Cat's Tail?
There's something about our horned friend over there that seems to frighten off little animals. Could be because he used to be a dragon. Normally, the animals just steer clear of him, but in the close confines of the Cat's Tail, let's just say, the feline residents probably consider it their turf. And we all know how dangerous a cornered cat can be.
I just wanted to borrow one of their nests for a nap.
One of their nests? Wait, you mean a cat sofa?
Yeah, it's more comfortable for me. I can stretch out just the way I like. But it turns out the Black Cat and his minions are quite territorial. Luckily, Miss Diona helped smooth things over, and they finally agreed to let me use one. But, I only get to use it after dark.
Oh, Diona stepped in! You know, underneath it all, she really does like helping people.
The more likely reason is because Durin won't touch a drop of alcohol. As far as Diona's concerned, that pretty much makes them two peas in a pod. It's a shame, really, considering everything Mondstadt has to offer in that regard.
Mondstadt's alcoholic drinks are a bit too much for me to handle right now. But maybe someday.
There's no need to force it. Who says you have to drink just because you're in Mondstadt?
Yeah, it's just... I'd really like to make some more friends, so I need to learn how humans socialize. I guess alcohol is usually involved, though. But that's why I started learning how to play Genius Invocation TCG. It's also a kind of social activity, but it doesn't involve drinking. And I've been lucky enough to receive the guidance of the Prinzessin de Verurteilung herself.
Exactly! Who needs alcohol when you can make friends playing card games? Speaking of which, need any tips from the master over here? You'll wipe the floor with that opponent of yours. Paimon guarantees it.
Unfortunately, with the luck he's having, not even that legendary card master from Sumeru could turn things around at this point.
Yeah, that last roll wasn't great. But who knows? Maybe you'll have better luck next time?
He keeps getting the exact same roll over and over. This is the third time already. If there really is a god of fate, they could have cut this kid a bit of slack. Like, I don't know, make it possible for him to roll at least one other side of the dice?
I think I've lost.
Must even a dragonborn, sanctified by the power of benediction, succumb to fate's insidious snares?
Don't be sad, Durin. You'll definitely win the next round. You can even borrow Dodoko if you want. Mom says she brings good luck.
Thanks, Klee, but there's something more important I need to take care of now.
Oh, okay. So, the book's given us another hint, right?
Yep, and I think I've guessed where we're headed this time. Come on, follow me.
Miss Honorary Knight and Durin, are you heading off on a big adventure? But Master Jean said I can't leave the city today. Promise me you'll tell me all about it when you get back, okay?
So be it. Such are fate's accursed wiles.
Not every day you're back in Mondstadt, huh? Care to grab a drink if you're free?
Ugh, where's that stench of booze coming from? Ugh, it's gotta be him! Ugh!
In what sort of castle might a storybook dragon dwell? The witch turned to a mighty dragon born upon the wind to seek her answer. From afar, she beheld a solitary castle, standing lonely beneath its wings, and wrote it into words. Its walls kept out the wind and rain, yet also cast a solemn shadow. Enveloped by their shade, the story's boughs were lulled into a torpid slumber and reached no further skyward.
So that's the clue. I think we're meant to find a place where dragons live, and this time, in the real world. I asked around, and it just so happens that there's a place like that in Mondstadt.
Yep, that checks out.
I've heard that the dragon here is called Dvalin, and that he's a magnificent creature. I hope I get the chance to meet him.
Wait a second. Do you think having the two of them meet is the best idea? You know, considering everything that happened in the past? How would we even explain everything to him? Well, if we do run into Dvalin, it should turn out okay with us there at least.
Is something wrong?
Nope. Let's go!
So, this is where Dvalin lives?
Yeah, right into the middle of a raging storm.
If you're afraid of getting blown away, Paimon, you can always hang onto my sleeve.
This isn't Paimon's first rodeo. Come on, let's get going!
The little dragon grew with each passing day, and the story witch, who loved him dearly, built him a big, beautiful castle. Yet in the end, she herself succumbed to time's merciless march, setting forth on a journey to a place beyond even the stars. All of a sudden, the little dragon found himself alone. He tried leaving the castle to make some new friends. But already he had grown the claws and scales of an evil dragon, just as the prophecy had foretold. Afraid he might hurt someone, the gentle little dragon hid within the castle his mother had built, and came forth no more.
We're back in the story world. And from the sounds of it, this chapter must be about Simulanka, right?
Yeah, like the fairy from the Forest of Blessings, the king of Constellation Metropole, that cat lady who turns into a box.
Ah, yep. That will be Nilu, Navia, and Kirara.
Oh, and there's Hat Guy, too. Only... Only lately, whenever I see Hat Guy, I get this strange feeling.
What kind of feeling?
It's like there's something on his mind. He hasn't told me what it is, but I can sense it all the same.
Well, he's always been kind of broody.
I guess I should focus on fulfilling my mother's final wish for now, though.
Yeah, we should get started on this chapter. So, let's track you down and free you from fate's curse once again.
That day, a small band of adventurers suddenly arrived beneath the castle walls. They promised to help the little dragon cast off the curse of fate. Yet as they stood beneath the castle walls, it appeared they had no idea how to even begin.
Hey! Instead of making fun of us, how about giving us a hint?
The little dragon had shut himself inside the tall tower at the castle's center. Anyone who wished to reach him must traverse the barriers that wall off his heart, for there is no other way.
Looks like we're in for another long one.
Let me try something.
Ooh, do you have an idea?
If that little dragon in the tower used to be me, then surely I'd know how he shuts people out better than anyone. Come on, follow me. That telescope. I've seen magical tools like that before. It'd come in handy. We can get past the obstacles ahead by using these blocks to jump upwards. We'll just have to check each spot. Watch out! We should be able to use this block somewhere.
It's missing some blocks.
Oh. Let's try the one we just picked up.
have to keep searching. Look! Seems like someone's stuck down there.
Should they continue towards the tower or plunge into the shadows to rescue those in need? A difficult dilemma indeed.
The path to the tower is so dark here.
Hey, there's a fire over there. Let's go check it out.
Wait, is that?
A little pixie that can fly. Are you here to help the dragon break his curse too?
Oh, what's this? More brave adventurers bold enough to set foot in this castle? Come, join the ranks of your liege's guard.
Nilu and Navia!
Nilu? No. I'm a flying squirrel fairy.
And I'm a giraffe king. Not this Navia you speak of.
That's right. Oh, and don't forget Catbox Lady.
Are you friend or foe? Friend! Definitely friend, Miss, Catbox Lady? Yeah, Simulankha is a big part of Durin's story. So, guess it's no surprise the people we were with there would make an appearance.
Okay, I think I get it now. Flying Squirrel Fairy, Giraffe King, Catbox Lady, please follow me.
The shadows cast from the high walls of the tower were manifestations of the dragon's loneliness, barring the path of any visitor who wished to be his friend. The group of brave creatures sought to aid the little dragon in lifting his curse, yet without light to lead the way, the group was trapped, waiting on a miracle.
These shadows are blocking our path. It seems like the little dragon is afraid to meet us.
If only we had more firelight. But you three don't seem to fear these shadows. Why?
Because I carry more than enough firelight for all of us. Besides, even though we're here to complete the story, who says it can't look a little different this time? Before I met you all, I was so sure I'd never make a single friend. I pushed away anyone who tried to get close, until some kind of miracle brought you to me. This time, allow me to return the favor.
I'm not sure I followed all that, but you want to help the little dragon break his curse too, right?
Yes, so please, come with me. Watch out!
Story Dragon, just calm down!
Stay back! I don't want to hurt you.
Loneliness and fear had built a cage around his heart, shutting out all who would look upon him. And thus, all the adventurers could see was his shadow.
Don't worry, we can help you!
Don't come any closer!
And that was the last the little dragon spoke.
How are we supposed to persuade him if he won't even talk to us?
If you can still hear me, please listen to what I have to say. Your claws and scales aren't some kind of inescapable curse, you know? You'll overcome it one day and make lots of new friends. I'm sure you think I'm lying. After all, no matter how many times you've tried to break it, nothing's ever worked. But this time is different. I brought your friends here to see you.
Oh, what did you say? Hi, little dragon. I'm the Flying Squirrel Fairy, and I'm here to help you lift your curse. Will you talk to me?
And I'm the Giraffe King. Don't be afraid, little one. We're not afraid of you.
I'm just a cat in a box, but I'd very much like to be your friend too.
These are my friends?
Yeah, they're your friends in the future you've been trying to avoid. I can promise you that. They're reaching out, so you just have to ask yourself one question. Do you accept?
After a long silence, heavy footsteps echoed from the tower's shadows, but still, the one who made them refused to step forward. Though the cage to his heart had been unlocked, the little dragon remained ashamed of his claws and scales.
How can I face my friends like this?
Don't worry, little dragon. We're gonna offer up our blessings and make a wish to the goddess of fate to release you from your curse.
Yeah, just like last time.
Make a wish? To the goddess of fate?
At that moment, the merry witch made her entrance.
Hello, little one. Don't be afraid. With the blessings of your friends, your wish shall be granted.
Alice? Wait, you're the Merry Witch from the story?
Correct. It is I, the Merry Witch, creator goddess of this realm. And it just so happens the goddess of fate is none other than my dear friend, the Story Witch. I'm here to make good on my promise to lend her my second strongest spell. With this spell, she'll have the power to create an entire world. So naturally, granting your wish won't be a problem. Provided, of course, you receive your friend's blessings. But before we proceed, I must check something on her behalf. Little dragon, do you accept this blessing?
I want to be your friend. So if you're offering, then yes, I would love to have your blessings.
Were it not for the adventurer's blessings, this tale might have ended long ago. Thanks to them, another ending was now possible. Yet in that moment, they did not know if this blessing was truly a gift or just another trial in disguise.
What? You didn't say a word when we actually needed a clue, but now at a critical moment like this, you turn up and start playing mind games?
Another trial. Huh, that actually sounds about right. Be it the fictional problems of Simulanka or unavoidable conflicts in the real world, if you think about it, that's what they've been all along. But if it wasn't for those trials, I never would have met any of you. So, despite all that, I'd still like to give my blessings.
That's the spirit! Come on, Durin! Let's help you make your wish come true again!
On behalf of both my past and present selves, thank you, my friends.
Fortunately, a brave band of adventurers heard tell of the little dragon's story. Determined to lift his curse, they fought their way through countless trials. To help him, they offered up their blessings and made a wish to the goddess of fate. At last, their wish was granted, Shaking off his scales, the little dragon stepped out of the tower's gloom. But his time in the world beyond the castle would soon teach him this gift would bring blessings and trials of its own. And as far as the little dragon was concerned, the tricks of fate had just begun.
So, Durin's wish came true, just like it did before.
If this story was written by my mother, then surely that was the last chapter we just completed.
Oh yeah! So, in other words, we finished it! Looks like that's a wrap on Alice's task, and there's even some ink to spare. Guess we'll have to wait for her to make contact, like she said.
So, my mother's final story has finally come to a close.
Sounds like you're a little sad to see it end.
Back when I was still living in Simulanka, I was always under the illusion that my mother had never truly left. Every day I spent immersed in that world. It felt like she was right there by my side, still reading me bedtime stories. But now...
Durin. That's right! And you've got so many other friends waiting for you back in Mondstadt!
Yeah.
Speaking of which, after all that flying around, Paimon's starting to feel hungry again. So, why don't we head back to Mondstadt? Perfect excuse for a big meal with the rest of the gang. Now that you've fulfilled your mom's final wish, a little celebration seems in order, right?
It's just a pity we never got to see that big, beautiful dragon.
You were really looking forward to meeting him, huh? He might not be here all the time, but Paimon's sure you'll get a chance at some point.
All right, no worries. Anyway, since this feast is to celebrate me fulfilling my mother's final wish, I guess it should be my little treat. Pretty sure that's how humans do it, right?
Nuh-uh. This one's on the Traveler and Paimon. Celebrating each other's achievements is what friends are for.
Honestly, when it comes to who treats who, human rules are so complicated.
See? He wants to be friends with you too. But the moment hasn't come. At least not yet. In any case, the story should have a better ending this time, don't you think?
Feels like we were gone for ages. Hopefully, everyone's still here.
So, your adventure was a success, huh? Want to grab a drink to celebrate?
Absolutely not. No booze allowed. Miss Honorary Knight, Durin! I want to hear all about your big adventure. We're gonna order a big meal for everybody first. We'll talk while we eat. Yippee!
Excuse me. Did I hear you call him Durin just now? But wasn't Durin the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine?
Come on, miss! This Durin isn't that evil dragon from Dragonspine. Albedo said... well... It was kinda confusing. But anyway, it's super cool. Oh, is this your first time meeting him, Marjorie? No wonder you're getting him confused.
Still, even if you hadn't met him yet, shouldn't you have heard about him at the very least? At this point, Pretty much the whole city has.
Why is everyone...
So, what exactly is his connection with the evil dragon?
Wait, but those horns on his head... Surely he's not a...
Did everyone just forget about Durin?
No, that can't be.
The tricks of fate had just begun.
Watch out!
No one got hurt. Did they?
Durin! Durin!
I just had Barbara check him over. He's not badly hurt, but he seems to have burned through a lot of energy fending off some kind of dangerous power. He'll need some time to rest before he wakes up.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
It seems like, aside from Durin's close acquaintances, the people of Mondstadt have forgotten everything about him.
How could that even happen?
Worse still, the abyssal power within him is showing signs of extreme instability. Could be a separate issue, though. I'm not sure.
If the abyssal power inside him spirals out of control, Mondstadt will be in grave danger.
I completely agree.
All right then. As acting Grand Master, I'll send a letter requesting Albedo's immediate return. Until then, the Knights will watch over Durin.
That's pretty much all we can do right now.
Also, allow me to look after this book for now. If you need to consult it, just drop by my office.
Do you think the book might have something to do with what's happening? It's just weird that Alice still hasn't contacted us. Maybe we should head back inside the book and take another look.
No need to worry. He's stable for now.
Klee was really looking forward to hanging out with Durin. We'd better not tell her what's happened to him just yet.
I'll have the Knights notify you as soon as he wakes up.
Lucky all my new bombs are waterproof.
Stay back!
You're not going anywhere!
Okay! You launch!
Fight and flash! Woohoo! Boing, boing, boom! La la la. Yeah.
Defensive mode engaged.
Lucky all my new bombs are waterproof. Da-da-da! Woo!
Insulation chamber.
You're my target! Dumpty dumpty poo!
Cleanup sequence.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kutar. What you see here is the material I consider reliable.
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless retellings. That's why I organized them into reliable and unreliable. There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. All right, let's take a look through. Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name. Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frost Moon Scions worshipped her as a god, placing impossible expectations upon her. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Lama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, prose style, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frost Moon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. As such, I know that there are certain things she simply would never do. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes? Me?
Seems like this is getting us nowhere. For what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Thus was formed the island of Hisi. Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test. The 3 moons are naught but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her name.
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand my criteria a little better now. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, this was her prophecy. Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading? Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child could not snap the branches from the trees. Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth the Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the child.
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. But Kutar was gone. The moon chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as one favored by the goddess and was greatly respected amongst the people. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that? Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent records. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do. It's just that...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. So, she gradually stopped joining in.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want to.
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame. But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something. Barca said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing. Let's see. There's Varka. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too. Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last time.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation of the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. Someone had to do it.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you waiting for Alice?
Oh, no. We already met with her.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She wants me to help her with some more experiments on that front. She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
It's you!
So? It's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in Nodcry.
Hat Guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat guy.
Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat ride here.
Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's bad blood between you.
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottore, or Zondique, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout? How embarrassing for them.
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Nocry. But we haven't seen a trace of him since we got here.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left already. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record? Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two about him there.
Sure.
Even though they're Harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know, when you talk to them, try to be...
I got it.
The Frost Moon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I do not attend.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Well, yeah, that's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who has a score to settle with him. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again. What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
You made it. Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
Wait, this is the Academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look the part.
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know? So it does. All right then. My mistake.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottore. But this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Nocry to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Barca, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with the Academia about this way back.
You flatter me.
I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet Dottore had that all sketched out, with me as his convenient little pawn. He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
Fair point. Definitely not.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. On top of which, I consider you trustworthy people. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair. So we tried to find out what he'd been up to, but unfortunately to no avail.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows. Only an idiot would believe he doesn't have something more planned.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nodcry is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 harbingers in this territory. Her Majesty concurred. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the results he wants, he disappears. The only similarity we share is that, once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done, whatever it takes.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memories. Ugh.
Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget. Then leave the first person he can find to deal with the fallout.
Exactly! This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No! He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results, which causes the gas inside to leak out. That gas was poisonous! If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died. And after all that, he left, while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. Waste of time? The nerve! He wasted my time!
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs. Especially when it comes to Dottore.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other questions for now, so I'll be on my way.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottore. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. The Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't?
Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right?
More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task assigned to her. But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically nothing. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice. It was a dumb and stupid rumor, but the reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
And what happened after that?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited, and Her Majesty never gave her any missions, so she just continued to sing in the flower garden. For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it. I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a conscientious person.
What is it? Something come to mind?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the town.
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Columbina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now, after all the arguments we've had. I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
Huh! It's a Sealy! Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck,
You've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do. Okay, time to do what adventurers do best. Follow that Sealy!
Here you are. Oh, hat guy.
How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Dotori's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much more than that. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But the results are the same each time.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
That's just meaningless speculation. When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions, using sounds and lights to guide them. However, we could not change their fates. At most, we were able to extend their existences. The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Teyvat that can escape its past. But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these phantoms face. It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, mages can make the impossible possible. I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. It's something you wish for deep inside. So, think for yourself about what you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile, it isn't.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures. Reducing ourselves to mere playthings of fate.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
Yes, and I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Teyvat is logged in Irminsul, but the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted. This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Teyvat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage. And you have to be confident that you can control it.
Is anyone there? Has anyone seen my daughter? She's missing. I have to find her. I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there?
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision. Maybe he'll stay away.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power, but rather how you use it. To intimidate and obstruct. Sounds about right for the Abyss.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Have you seen a little girl!
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
He really left. Ha! We did it!
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him. See what he does next.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
Oh, there's monsters ahead! Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monsters are gone. Is it safe now? The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway, I guess I'll keep going.
Quickly, let's keep up.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, wake up! Oh, no good. Gotta keep moving ahead. So many monsters!
There's still a chance, Durin. Use the traps.
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before. We might just be able to save this person.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Spargana's her name. She's carrying a large backpack.
Get out while you still can, you fool. You won't find any survivors here.
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so scared right now.
Sorry. Wish I could help, but I haven't seen her. You'll just have to keep looking.
Okay, thank you. If I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
Don't bother. I I've got nowhere left to go.
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap. Let's try this once more. This time, we have to stop him.
How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's gotten me this far after all. Spargana, are you there? What? What's this? Hey! Let us out! Huh? That looks like one of my daughter's books! Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it right there. She left her backpack here.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, he'll die. But then, this clue could be the key to him finding his daughter.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess so.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
It's my daughter's book! She's passed this way! Why? Why won't you let me go in? I've searched and searched and searched just for this! But how will I find her without any clues? I no longer have anywhere else to go.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all that awaits him now is death. We couldn't change his fate. Albedo? Hat Guy? Let's try one more time. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I don't want to give up either.
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head. Where are they from?
Huh? What's going on?
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? Huh? Wait. Who are you?
You can see us now?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. But you were the ones guiding me using that marked barrier, right? I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memories. Like things I really did experience. I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her. Isn't that right?
Well, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either, have you? It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'm just tired. Maybe this is destiny. Maybe it doesn't matter how hard I search. How long do I have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while. You look exhausted too.
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
It's not pity. I'm just realizing that I've only got 10 or so minutes left. You know? You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills, where people enjoy limitless freedom? And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yes. It seems you've never heard of either place.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid, yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about Delphi Pytho? Was it later rebuilt?
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Salvindaknir?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its ruins.
I see. Sure enough, there was no way to turn this around, huh? I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any common ground to start from.
It's all right. We did hear something new, at least.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
They are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. There's a lot of good people in the church and the Knights of Favonius, and even outsiders find that it's an easy place to feel at home. We have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink, sing, and be merry.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. It's a nation fraught with problems wherever you look. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew. I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess, right?
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. Might be best if you don't waste too much time on me. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things work out, I'd love to tell her about what I've heard. May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably. In that case, may your wishes come true.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin with. The ending of this tale did not change. But I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I ask you a question? You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and it weighs heavily on you, too. Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. Take that guy we try to help, for instance. At least he said goodbye with a smile, right? I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very similar, and he created me. As for you, you're my first friend, and you've witnessed every step I've taken. But by comparison, I know nothing about you. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you, I might understand your thoughts a bit better.
I've told you about myself. I'm a student at the academia.
And what did you do before that?
Prepared for the entrance exam?
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it, I won't press you any further.
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree, using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes. A branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah. But my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure. After that, Durin. Resisting the influence of the abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying to do the right thing. None of these things are easy. But no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is far harder. You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that. But the real answer is, yes, you absolutely will.
That guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the light.
I will. I promise.
All right, break time's over.
Hello, Durin speaking.
Hello, friends, it's me. What have you been up to, I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before, and the scale is comparable to those I've detected previously.
Alice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a portion of the memories gained through that cycle, and was able to hold a conversation with us.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely merits further attention. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. Counting on you. I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
There you are. I was worried you might stop to collect treasure chests opened by the Seelie along the way. It would have taken you so much longer to get here.
Another conversation I cannot hear.
I am delighted to see that you understand what takes priority, and that your adventurer's instinct has not swayed your resolve. Really, I must applaud you for it. You should know.
Paimon's head.
Okay, I'll try and keep it short. My senses are telling me that this is where we shall find the entrance to the ruins.
Oh, cool! Well, what are we waiting for? Let's open it up and see!
Patience. This was a sanctuary of great importance to the Hyperboreans. A special process is required to open the gate.
Oh! Like the place that housed the Eternal Moon's marrow?
Okay, so what's the plan? Need us to do anything? And just the short version, if you can.
Ah. Alright then. I was planning to start with some background on the invention of these techniques. Are you sure you don't want to hear it? It's quite informative.
Remember what you were saying about priorities?
Fine. Simply put, we need 3 human representatives to successfully undergo a process of Kuvaki resonance. Think of it as a test from the 3 moon goddesses to see if the entrants are qualified, with the most recognizable qualification being Kuvaki.
Pretty sure Lauma would ace that test. Oh, wait. But we need 3 people.
I also have no doubt that the Moon Chanter would be qualified. But we would need 2 other people with the same constitution. Therefore, the most feasible method is not so much to follow the rules, but to figure out how the test functions and find a workaround. I've done some research, and it turns out the mechanism is rather crude. We'll simply need humans to stand before it who have sufficient Kuvaki energy within them.
I'm with you so far. How do we get the Kuvaki in them?
The easiest way would be transfusion. Take some Kuvaki from Nodkrai's soil, put it into the bloodstream, and get it circulating in the body.
So we're going to cheat on the test?
Precisely. There are other methods, but this is the simplest one. Cheating the system is much easier than trying to hide from it.
Huh?
Sorry? Does the idea of cheating upset you, Miss Lauma?
No, that's not it. I suddenly had an idea.
Oh, what is it?
It's about Moon Prayer Night. I figured out a way for Kutar to join in the festivities.
Huh?
But as Paimon said, we need to have our priorities straight. Let's get back to the test. I'll follow up with Nefer on the festival arrangements.
Oh, okay. Anyway, is this really the best method we have? A Kuvaki transfusion sounds dangerous, no matter how you slice it.
If you think that's dangerous, wait till you hear the other methods. I'd be more than happy to go through them if you'd like. There are several.
No need, we're good. Let's go with this one.
Very well. Kuvaki transfusion it is. Now, I should mention that the risks can be greater or lower depending on individual compatibility. It would be rash to simply infuse the Kuvaki and hope for the best. If the body rejects it, the reaction can be quite severe. The symptoms are similar to another condition that some people living here suffer from, known as congenital Kuvaki sensitivity. So, before we execute our plan, I will perform a simple test of my own to see who is compatible and who is not. Once that is done, we will have to complete the resonance process as rapidly as possible. The participants must remain stationary while the Kuvaki circulates and bonds with them, and they mustn't eat or drink anything.
What? No eating or drinking?
That's some hardcore fasting. They'll all be monks by the time they're through.
3 days.
Oh, that's so long! And we still need to find 2 more people who are not just compatible, but also willing to volunteer.
Fasting? What are they talking about?
Really? Don't you want to think this through?
Haha, count me in too. 3 days without food? I can handle that. Miss Nicole has made it clear that this is the easiest way. The way I see it, there's nothing else to discuss. It's time to step up.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, Paimon volunteers to be Captain of Logistics. She'll keep the fires lit and grab some spare clothes to keep you comfortable.
Then we'll start with you first, Traveler. Please step forward. How's it going? Do you feel anything? How about now? And now? What about now?
You guys, it's not a competition, you know.
All right, I'm officially impressed. Even as a descender, you can withstand far more than I imagined. It's like I summoned a giant stone titan to arm wrestle you, and your arm hasn't even moved an inch. In my last attempt, I infused 5 times the amount of Kuvaki required. Yes, safe to say, compatibility won't be an issue for you. You're eligible to join. You're next, Mr. Varka.
Sure, here goes nothing.
All right, I'll start where we left off. 5 times the required Kuvaki dose.
Whoa, 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 hey, wait a minute.
How's it going?
No, not great. I kind of want to puke. Feels like I've been drinking too much. A few bottles of wine, then... You think this is funny? I just lost to a young lady in an arm wrestling contest. I'm never gonna live that down.
My apologies. I'll lower the concentration and try again.
Oh.
How's it going now?
I'm not as dizzy as last time, but I can still feel it pulsing around.
In that case, you wouldn't be an ideal choice, Mr. Varka. Let's try someone else.
Okay. Let's go ask some of our other friends then.
No surprises here, Miss Moonchanter. You're perfectly compatible. You may join.
I'm getting a slight headache.
Shame. You were so close.
Whoa! I'm itching all over!
Allergic reaction. We can't have that.
Start a what?
The Hexen Circle is an organization that cares for and protects children. We will not have them do dangerous things. Not even tests.
Is something the matter?
The candidates have to be human.
I guess that rules me out too.
Huh. Everyone except the Moonchanter got beaten. Guess I don't need to feel so bad after all. I mean, looks like this isn't gonna be as easy as we thought.
Perhaps I could ask for volunteers among the Frost Moon Scions.
I'll see about talking to some trusted Lightkeeper colleagues. Itlua springs to mind. In fact, I think we had some former Frost Moon Scions join our ranks recently.
Can you give me the scientific explanation for how the test works? I can probably make some kind of test bot. Then we can just zip through Nasha Town, going up to people and pressing a button to check their status. Wouldn't that be way easier?
No.
Wow! No elaboration for once.
How about I contact the Knights of Favonia's garrison in the Wave Chaser plane? Shame that Lohan's already left. And that guy's even tougher than I am.
Strange. The moon goddess is clearly revered by many people. So why is she on the brink of disappearing?
She mentioned that the world has rejected her from the very beginning.
And when we fought the Rahier of Solnari, it seemed like she exhausted her power for our sake.
Also, Paimon's not sure revered is the right word for how people feel about her.
Gratitude, certainly. For my part, anyway.
It's basic reciprocity. She helped us, so she deserves our help in return.
Yeah. Even though she looked like she didn't care, she still saved a ton of people, including me.
A review of the relevant data leads me to conclude that Miss Columbina is a good person.
Yep, you bet!
They really think so?
I'm super surprised that Columbina isn't her actual name, though. I think it really suits her. It's light and graceful and... yeah, just a really pretty name.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, that's not our decision to make.
Columbina. That was the code name the Fatui gave me. But it also came up in the song I heard when I was born. But... is that really all there is to it? What do I truly think of my own name? Is there anyone left who will still call me by that name?
Moon Prayer Night is getting closer by the day. We're running out of time. We need to look for other candidates.
Then allow me to try.
Huh? What are you doing here?
You contacted your friends via the Adventurers Guild. Sandrone has been keeping an eye out for something like that, so she informed me. Since I have the ability to accommodate a moon marrow, I should prove to be a suitable candidate.
Arlecchino.
When can we begin?
I see. We can begin right away. How was it? Did you feel any discomfort?
Not at all.
Then it seems we shan't need to look for additional candidates after all.
Great! Cool. Alright, like Paimon said, the rest of us can take turns making sure the three of them stay warm and comfy.
Then, my job is to take care of the caretakers. I will ensure everyone receives food and accommodation.
I'm ready as well.
The work is done. The sacred scroll shut. The stars grow dim, the people silent. The white sun sets, the silver moon rises. O path to the temple, appear now before us.
Wow! It really opened!
So that's what all this is about. They've been trying to open this gate.
Come, let us enter.
It might be best to eat something first. Take care to chew properly and swallow slowly. It will give your body time to readjust to the digestion process.
They will head in soon. They will need to enter this gate. Huh? I cannot pass through. Is it because I have no physical body? It has been 3 days. My strength has all but completely faded. Can I really hold on until Moon Prayer Night?
I have confirmed that you are all in good health. With that, my work is now complete. Congratulations are in order.
It's good to know you're all well. Puts me at ease.
La la la. Are these people...
Judging by their clothes, they appear to be phantom Hyperboreans from the distant past.
That could mean they have some clues about the moon goddess's name, right? Hey there! Could you tell us what the moon goddess's name is? Sorry. That's probably a weird question, huh? How do we explain this?
The moons are long gone, and their goddesses are dead. Their names no longer mean anything. When a new moon goddess is born, we will surely know her name. We have used every last resource at our disposal. All that remains is to wait, patiently and quietly.
Were the people of the past all this devout? It looks like this phantom doesn't intend to converse with us any further.
Surely the new moon goddess he speaks of must be Columbina. Alas, Kutar's birth came long after the age in which he lived.
But, maybe if we find a phantom from a more recent age, they might know Columbina's real name.
True. Keep an eye out. We should be able to tell which era they're from by the clothes they wear.
Yeah! You've been pretty talkative this whole time. What changed?
Oh, Nothing. I'm fine. You all make good points. When the Hyperboreans speak of moon goddesses, they mean the three from truly ancient times. I can't imagine they would know anything about our current moon goddess. There once was a time when the moon goddesses blessed them greatly and protected them from harm. So, when the war between the gods and dragons plunged the world into chaos, it seems they looked once more to the moons for help, praying for a new goddess to be born.
Yeah, that checks out.
Let's continue on. Who knows what else we may discover.
The moons have left for now, but they would not abandon us forever.
When the moons rise again, we shall receive their protection once more. Even in the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
There's a door blocking this path!
Not a problem. Try this.
Whoa! How did that door suddenly collapse?
This device was maintaining the door's integrity. Remove the core, and the device stops working.
Is this our destination?
Impressive.
More precisely, this is a device that will help us reach our destination. Let's go. We still have a long distance to cover.
Let's try that device again. Remember the door from earlier? The humans we see are all phantoms, but the monsters are real. What a fascinating place.
There'll be plenty of time to admire it later. I never leave empty.
Preparing for dust-up. Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of artwork in here. Seems pretty old. Nicole, this is probably your area of expertise. What do all these paintings mean?
Let me see. To understand these murals requires some knowledge of the history surrounding the War of Funerary Flame. I shared a little of this with Lauma before.
Yes, I think I follow. The dispute between the Moon Sisters, the transformation by Nibelung.
Oh no, it's no trouble. I'd be delighted to share the tale again.
Alright then.
Tevat's 3 moons and their goddesses were brought into being by the will of Nibelung, the then ruler of Tevat. But when the heavenly principles came, they changed the world completely, down to its very foundations. The moon goddesses were nowhere near strong enough to challenge this entity. But the heavenly principles did not view them as heretical entities that had to be removed. Essentially, the 3 moons existed to keep this planet alive and operational, which did not directly conflict with the heavenly principles' aims. Nevertheless, the inherent precariousness of this arrangement would soon be revealed.
Nibelung returned, yes.
He did, and thus began the War of Funerary Flame, a battle for dominance between Nibelung and the heavenly principles. Discord would soon emerge between the 3 moon sisters. One would voice the opinion that they should follow Nibelung, for it was he who first hung the moons in the sky. Another would argue that taking sides in the conflict would only bring the world closer to ruin. There was no telling where it would lead, especially since their creator had returned, bearing the perilous power of the abyss. Nibelung would eventually discover their disloyalty. He had all 3 imprisoned before transforming the moons into weapons with which to fight against the heavenly principles.
What? Weapons?
Yes. The very moons that had once defended the planet became instruments of death and destruction, striking terror into the hearts of all living things. And although the heavenly principles and the 3 moon sisters had once been at peace, it now seemed that the moons posed an unacceptable threat to Tevat. It is possible that the heavenly principles did not know of the goddess's imprisonment. If so, the weaponization of the moons would surely have been viewed as an intentional breach of the peace agreement. Regardless of who knew what, when, the heavenly principles shattered 2 moons and flung the other beyond the skies. Whether the goddesses managed to escape Nibelung's captivity after his fall, nobody knows. But this much is certain. From that day on, the moons no longer belonged to Tevat. The rejections slowly drained their power until eventually they passed away.
So that's the full story.
You say the moons ceased belonging to Tevat from then on. Why then would Columbina be born here?
That is perhaps due to the lingering connection between the Frost Moon, which was not shattered, and this world. You could see it as the 3 sisters' dying wish. They never desired war. All they ever wished for was to protect this land.
I see.
If the final fate of the 3 goddesses is as you say, then Columbina faces the same grave danger. Our investigation has yet to bear fruit. We must hurry.
Yeah, you're right! Let's keep going!
the creators of this world no longer show mercy upon their people?
Remember his words. We must change our fate with our own hands.
Should we trust him to keep his promise?
We have to. There's nothing else we can do.
Wait, that's odd. Who is he?
Is something wrong?
No, not really. It's just that over 30 possibilities emerged in my head, so I can't be sure who he is. It's been too long. My memory isn't as sharp as it once was.
Okay. 30. Wow. Impressive. We're finally here! Guessing we'll need to activate this thing?
Indeed. I was a little worried about that at first, but as we got closer, I sensed that the Kuvaki within it flows unimpeded. It should be functioning normally. The only issue is how to activate it. It's looking a little worse for wear.
What about the cores from some of the other devices we've seen? Can we repair it using those?
In all likelihood, yes. I imagine that would have been the Hyperborean's backup plan. Let's look for some cores.
Installation chamber.
Stay back! The story has only just begun!
Smash and grab! Sparks and flash!
Walk up, then jump down.
enough cores. Let's head back.
The device is up and running. It's hard to believe that the ancients were capable of constructing such things.
Paimon sees our destination! It's right up ahead!
Yes, let's go.
La la la.
This is where the people of Hyperborea communicated with the moons. We need only place the moon marrow upon this platform on Moon Prayer Night, and we shall be able to open a portal to the moon and send our moon goddess back home. The assumption being, of course, that we can find her first. That's right. You want to know if it's safe there, don't you? And yet, she has no choice but to return. You know this.
Oh, that's not the only issue here. This is the end of the line, right? We've explored everything we can. And despite looking at historical artwork and talking to people from Hyperborean times, we're still no closer to learning Columbina's name.
If it's not too much trouble, could you tell me exactly what Alice said to you about finding her name?
Oh, sure. What she said was...
Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
Is it not also possible that she has never had a true name? Not at any point in history?
That would be a hard pill to swallow. But at this point, we may have to accept that that is the truth.
No one knows how she came into being, and she certainly doesn't have parents in any sense that we're aware of. Perhaps she was never granted a name at all.
Does that mean there's no way to get Columbina back? She's just gonna disappear and there's nothing we can do about it?
Huh? Wait, why all this pessimism? Was it the way I phrased this question? You all seem to be taking this in completely the wrong way. Well, just because she's never had a real name in the past doesn't mean she can't have one now.
What?
Think about what Alice said again. She never once said that you'd have to find a new name, did she?
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yes. Names are anchors that connect us to the world. If she doesn't have one already, then all we have to do is create one, no? It's like... yes. Traveler, when you first arrived in Teyvat, Do you think you would have turned around if someone behind you shouted, "Hey, Hermione"? But what about now?
I understand what you mean.
Life is a long journey. Even the friends and family by our side can change over time. When people call you by different names, what matters isn't so much the words themselves, but what they symbolize. And of course, whether that resonates with you. Either. So, close your eyes and picture the moon goddess in your mind. If you were to call out to her in this moment, what would you say?
Columbina.
Columbina.
Paimon would call her Columbina too.
Well, she has long forsaken everything that Kutar represents. I think from now on I should call her Columbina too.
Well, it sounds to me like you found your answer.
Are you sure? Is it really that simple? We haven't found her this whole time, and not for lack of trying.
For a journey like this, the process is every bit as important as the outcome. Had you not searched far and wide, rejecting every other answer you were offered? How could you have come to an answer you felt was finally correct? Oh, it all makes sense now. This has Alice's fingerprints all over it.
Are you suggesting that Mage knew from the start that Columbina never had a real name to begin with?
I can't say for sure. But I can definitely imagine her chuckling in satisfaction somewhere right now, saying, "Ah, what fun."
Llama! Your antlers!
You should hurry. The festive moon has begun to rise. Do not worry, for when you called the name Columbina just now, I could sense that the power within was enough to summon back the moon goddess.
The power within what? The name?
Yes. So, the thing is...
What's wrong now?
This is so annoying. I really want to explain how that whole thing works. Starting from the founding principles of Tevat and... Oh, I could talk about this for hours. But... Deep breaths, Nicole. Deep breaths. You're an angel. A sober, sensible, solemn angel who has her priorities straight.
Okay then. Sorry for asking. Clearly a bad call on Paimon's part.
Anyway, you all need to hurry. Last thing, remember how it felt when you called out that name.
Then it is agreed.
By the name Columbina, we shall find her.
Then we'll throw her the best Moon Pair Night party ever!
And at last, we will send her home.
I can barely move anymore. My consciousness is fading away. Have they come back out? I'd love to see them one more time. They didn't make it.
Could you tell me your name?
My name is...
Columbina! Columbina! Are you here? Columbina! That's the name you gave when when we first met. And it's what I've called you ever since.
Columbina.
It's a fine name. I have many fond memories of Columbina, and so do all of your friends. If you like this name,
looking for me? I like it. You can carry on using it. My name is Columbina Hyposelenia.
Columbina Hyposelenia. That's a wonderful name.
I never thought that Columbina would become my real name. But after I met you and my other friends, the things that this name stood for slowly began to change. It went from being a Fatui code name to something my friends call me. What is it? Why aren't you saying anything?
I'm just so happy for you.
Thank you. So, where's everyone else?
We can go and meet them very soon. Everyone went to different places to try calling your name.
Great. I'd like to thank them as well. Everyone's done so much for me. Searching for my name, entering those ancient ruins.
Huh? Wait, so you were...
Yes, I was there. Not physically, but my consciousness was still holding on. I followed you the whole way.
Starting from when?
You turned around and called out my name while you were in Nasha Town. Do you remember? Let's go. We don't want to keep them waiting.
Sure. In that case, come with me.
But... Before that, could you call my name one more time?
Sure. Come with me, Columbina Hyposelenia.
Columbina! Oh, this truly is wonderful.
Llama, I can't breathe.
Ha ha! Just in time for Moon Prayer Night. It's good to have you back, Miss Columbina.
Yeah, we were worried sick.
Thank you, my friends. With your help, I now have a name that belongs to me.
Columbina Hyposelenia. Where's the second half from? You added it yourself?
That's right. It means...
Born beneath the moon.
Yes. And by extension, it can also mean born beneath this world.
A fine name.
Now, as much as it pains me to interrupt this beautiful reunion, I feel obliged to remind you that the Moon Prayer Night celebrations in Nasha Town have already begun. Don't you want to enjoy the festivities? There's so much to see and do. And some of the ambient lighting and entertainments were sponsored by the kind souls in the Hexen Circle.
Nicole? Why'd you turn into Dodoko?
So you're Miss Nicole. Thank you for helping us, and for helping me find my name. It's nice to finally hear your voice.
You're quite welcome. Guiding lost people to hidden treasure is what we Seelie do. And if you ask me, spiritual treasures are far more precious than material ones. Chests are all well and good, but this was what it's all about. Ah, so satisfying. Anyway, I had to go help Alice. It seems like she ran into some trouble. That's why I couldn't be here in person. But don't worry, we're with you in spirit. We'll be celebrating right along with you. Keep an eye out for the Hexenzirkel's festive stalls in Nasha Town. I think you'll like what we came up with. Alice said she even managed to rope B in this time.
The Frost Moon Scions have also prepared various attractions. I believe Aino, Nefer, and their crew are setting things up as we speak. On that note, Nefer, about that request I made.
It's all in hand. Yehoda is on site to ensure that everything goes off without a hitch.
Wonderful. In that case, Traveler?
Huh? Come on, Columbina. It's time to celebrate the best Moon Prayer Night ever.
Hey, young lady. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy? Happy Moon Prayer Night. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot to say. Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Turning Nasha Town into her home is a festive gift. A rather brilliant idea.
Perhaps this is what Nodcry, Columbina's home, should have been like all along.
Thank you for the gift. I like it a lot. This feels like the surprise of my life. I do. I never imagined I'd ever get to enjoy Moon Prayer Night with everyone so freely.
If you're happy, we're happy.
Quite a strategy you came up with. Hide the tree in the forest. It's not your usual style, Lauma. Is there something about Moon Prayer Night that enhances what's in your head as well as the antlers on top?
Apparently so. It even inspired a perennial penny pincher to use their resources for a greater cause. It truly is a magical festival.
I see it now. This bickering is actually a sign of a strong relationship.
Huh? What's everyone doing here? Oh! Miss Columbina, you're back!
Yes, I'm fine now. Thanks for your concern.
How's your progress with Alice's assignment?
Very well indeed. I've never heard her sound so excited. Not like this. This time her excitement seems more serious. Seems like she's had a major breakthrough. She said she'll contact us once she knows more. In the meantime, we're free to relax and have some fun.
Enjoy the time off while it lasts. I have a feeling that our next task won't be so simple.
I should go. I still have a few things to attend to at the Frost Moon Scion stall.
And I think I'll take a look around. With any luck, this once-in-a-year festival will come with once-in-a-year opportunities.
Hold up a second. Where Where's Varka?
I believe he made a beeline for the flagship the moment he entered Nasha Town.
Ah, that's Mondstadters for you. They know what they want when festivals roll around.
Goodbye for now, Columbina. I hope you have a wonderful night.
I will.
Well, in that case, don't just stand there. Get out there and have some fun. You'll definitely get a warm welcome at every stall. Oh, also, take this map with you. It's a guide to the festival. The Frost Moon Scion stall is over here. Lauma's invited a whole bunch of cute animals to celebrate too. Over there is the Hexen Circle section. Alice seemed more excited than anyone about this festival, so she insisted on making it a grand affair. Oh, and then there's the Nasha Town local specialties, including... Actually, forget that. Better if you go check them out for yourself.
Thank you. It looks like a lot of fun. You're not coming with me?
We'll be around. But don't you want to browse by yourself for a bit first? Yep. If you find something you like and want to try it out together, just give us a shout. We'll be right with you. Otherwise, just relax and enjoy yourself. There's so much on offer, so try to experience as much as you can. And don't forget to stuff yourself with all the delicious festival food.
All right then. Off I go. Where should I go first? This must be the mage's stall. It feels like I've entered a fairy tale. Ah, how lovely.
bombs.
Yeah.